Hello, aliens, Time Lords, companions, Sarah Jane Smiths, and welcome back to another video. This is the Nerds Vault, where we dive into the infinite vaults of prop replicas, and of course this one is another Doctor Who one, and it is of course what it says on the tin, basically. Little shop props, Sladen lipstick, button prop filming prop replica. That's a handful to say, isn't it? It's basically the Sonic lipstick, but it's the prop 1, I believe, of 2. So there was 2 made. I didn't realise this, but this is prop 1, which was used from obviously series 1 up until maybe series 3 or 4, I think. I don't know, I'll have to have a look and confirm it later on in the video. But yeah, so I didn't actually know that there was 2, but yeah, so I've got, and I'll show you the differences. Well, I don't have both, so I'll tell you the differences, should I say. But yeah, so here we go. Let's have a little spin to start us off, as we know. So this is the box, well, the tin that it comes in. It's a bog standard small tin. It's the smallest tin I own, obviously, because it's a small replica. But it's the front that has a nice touch. It's got this pink stickering on it, obviously, for the late great Elizabeth Sladen. And I'm so happy I've got a tin for her, because the Sonic I bought on Etsy, which I don't have anymore, that lipstick, which was of course inaccurate, didn't come in anything really, just came in an envelope parcel thing with bubble wrap and nothing else, no stand, nothing. Whereas this comes in a nice tin, which has her name on it, which is great, you know, to actually remember her by. You've got a tin for it. It's got a lovely sort of information card inside, nice and detailed, and of course a beautiful stand, which we're going to get into in a second. So yeah, stay tuned. And we have the tin open, and here we have what's inside. So we have a lovely detailed card, as you can see here, which has a lovely image of, I'm guessing, Sarah Jane's hand with the lipstick in motion there. And then of course it's got this nice font, available in 2 variants with a nice quote. Do I look like the kind of girl who only has 1 lipstick? And I believe that's the communicator watch that she's wearing there as well, or the tracking, is it like a tracker watch or something like that, isn't it? With the Little Shop Props logo there, of course. And this obviously just has loads of information about the history of the prop and about the replicas of the prop, so you can read that in your own time. You can pause it and read it. But yeah, it hopefully should say it here. Yeah, the button prop 1 continues for series 2. Oh, okay. So basically then, I think it was series 1 and 2 that the button prop 1 was in. So yeah, but that's a nice little insert there, and I really like that. It's a nice little addition to the collection. Now of course this is the stand, the beautiful stand for the Sonic, and it has very, very goodly detailed bricks, and obviously it's supposed to mimic the supercomputer in the attic, which I think is awesome. And it's one of my favourite stands. I think it's incredible. We've got the LSP logo there, well, the name, should I say. Nice green insert there. And then this little bit here is to hold the lid, so there's even a place on this stand to hold the lid, which I think is awesome. And then you've got that nice padding on the back there as well. So that's the stand. Then of course we have the lipstick itself in here, which we're going to take out in just a second. And of course we have nice little detailing, really. It's nice little confetti, which is really nice and awesome. So that's pretty much it for the box. Not much else to say there for the box, but yeah, it's awesome, absolutely awesome. Right, and here we have the Sarah Jane Sonic Lipstick Button Prop 1, and it looks fantastic. Now the button is supposed to be this loose to allow the electronics inside, and when you're changing the batteries, allow it to move around and whatever. So yeah, but it's a real Estee Lauder lipstick case, of course. And you can see me a little bit there as well in the reflection, which is lovely, isn't it? But yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely, they picked a good lipstick for the prop, I think. It really looks good on display, and it suited Elizabeth Sladen very, very well as well. So obviously, taking the lid off and putting it in its rightful place on the stand, which I think is awesome. You twist it up like an actual lipstick, which is so cool. And then it reveals the emitter head inside, which is so cool, I think. And it gives me classic Doctor Who vibes, as of course Elizabeth Sladen was the companion to the third and the fourth Doctor. But it gives me classic vibes with these 3 lines, because as you know, on the classic Sonics they had 3 lines there. I mean, most of them were painted, the lines were painted black, but still a nod in my opinion. And then we've got the red ball here, which is of course the emitter lens, and the LED is just tucked in there, if you can see it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Features is no sounds, obviously, but there is a nice light that comes from it, and you can see the LED there now more clearly. The emitter just sort of extends it. It's very bright, as you can see there, makes a nice pattern there, and you can actually see the metal bits there coming off the emitter, which I think is cool. So yeah, there you go, that's pretty awesome. Looks like a kind of sun, actually. That's what it reminds me of. It's awesome. But yeah, so there you go. I mean, that's what it looks like in the stand there as well, and it's small enough to actually fit in the frame as well, which I think is awesome. I'll move it a bit closer for you so you can see it. We'll do an up close here. Of it for you. And that's pretty much it for the up close shot. So yeah, in terms of LSP devices, I of course have the Sonic pen, which is of course awesome. and that lights up a nice blue colour, and that extends. Whoop! Whoopsie daisy. That extends and closes, which is awesome. That's quite a bright light as well. And then together, oh look, it's like the Sonic pen has a red setting. And then you can see the two colours intertwine there. I was hoping to get a purple, but it doesn't really work, does it? So yeah, that's the Sonic pen. But then, of course, more infinitely in the LSP, and probably my favourite LSP product at the moment is, of course, the wide slider used by the 9th and 10th Doctor in Series 1 and 2. And I believe this is the Sonic that was used in Series 2 when Tennant met Sarah Jane again. The only one of LSP so far that has sound in it. All the other ones don't. I mean, you can. There's not really much to compare, is there? Because they're two different things. But you can see how LSPs work. It just gets better and better. There you go. There's a little bit of purple in the middle there. It just gets better and better, and I mean, it never was not good anyway. So it started off better. Well, it started off at its best, should I say? But it just keeps getting better and better from there. So of course that is all of my LSP, well, Sonic devices anyway. I do have an LSP Metabolus crystal. Which I suppose is part of Sarah Jane's story, isn't it, with the 3rd Doctor? But that Metabolus crystal, I think, is based off Joe Grant's last episode, anyway. But yeah, so that's pretty much it in terms of the replica. It's such a beautiful replica, and it's my second favourite prop of all time. Because obviously, I keep telling people they're going to get bored of it. But obviously, the laser's my first. Then it's the lipstick. Then it's the Sonic pen. Then it's Rivers. Then it's the 12th. So yeah, really, really in love with this one, and yeah, we will. Well, I'll talk about the because I just realised I forgot, didn't I? The prop 1 and the prop 2. So the prop 1, which this one is, has a more thinner collar here. Whereas the prop 2 is a sort of fatter one. Other than that, I don't really, and I think the emitter head is a bit different. But other than that, I think the button is still this, and obviously the case is the same. So I think that's the only difference. But if you would like to know the full in-depth, if you're looking at buying one and you don't know which one to get, go to LSP on Instagram, or on their website if you want to email instead, and talk to them about it, and they will be happy to divulge and detail which one not is best for you, because they're both brilliant, but which one you'd like to replicate, whether you'd like to, you know, replicate the earlier version of it if they're your favourite episodes, or the later version, which obviously Matt Smith used when he appeared in there. But yeah, of course, that's up to you. Right, we'll go jump to a few screwdriver sonic comparisons right now, and then we'll wrap the video up. But yeah, over to that. And here we have all of some sonics I picked out for the comparison. So we've got the sonic pen, sonic lipstick, wide slider, Masters laser, Riversong sonic, and I threw in a Pertwee for the collection, just for the nostalgic reason of obviously her connection to the classic era. So yeah, as you can see, it's the smallest one. But like I said, it has, they all have their own sort of feature that makes them awesome. Let me know your favourite. I think everybody loves that one, don't they? The Master laser screwdriver, a new one, to the collection. With the ever-changing light troubles that it has, rivers, and I can, in every video I've done of this one, I think it's been in, this will be the third video it's been in now, I always have to admire the crackle paint on this one is absolutely phenomenal. It's beautiful. And then the Pertwee 2, which was obviously the one that he used when he met Sarah Jane, so it's prominent. And as you can see, the three lines here, which realistically match the three lines there, and that's why I said it's like a sort of classic nod to her time with the Doctor back then. But of course they were painted black. Well, most of them anyway. As you can see. But yeah, that doesn't have any light or any sound, that one. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it, as always. And one last spin for you. And as always, have a great day, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe. And whether you're awake watching this or whether you're asleep and you watch it in the morning when you wake up, I hope you enjoy it. And remember, keep sonicking.